Hello and welcome to Our Kids, sponsored by Jefferson County Public Schools. I'm Pleasure Ridge Park High School correspondent Edward Smith. This month we check out great opportunities with our community partners. We meet a superhero teacher and we'll share some musical talents from around JCPS. Let's start out at Valley High School, where students now have the option to go to college for free with a partnership between UPS and Norton Healthcare.
Today we formalize something that's very important for our Louisville metro community. This has been something that, quite honestly, has been a long time coming.
Today I'm more interested in phlebotomy and EKG because that's my pathway here. But in college I want to study kinesiology.
Fantastic. Well, the good part about the Norton Healthcare UPS program is that we can assist you in making your career dreams a reality and doing it in a tuition-free way.
It's a great opportunity for these students to be able to come out and be able to be a part of a celebration that relates to the partnership between Norton and UPS.
So tell me a little bit, Brianna, what have you enjoyed the most about your experience so far?
I think just like opening up to new opportunities and furthering what I've already learned here with my teachers at Valley, getting more experience and hands-on and like confirming that medical is what I want to do.
I think that Norton is a good business to partnership with because we do partnerships with Norton, and I think it would be a great opportunity for us medical students to further our education.
Giving them a chance to be able to achieve a lifelong dream of getting a college education, a free college education that will help them to pursue even that much higher level of education.
In the academies of Louisville, we have pathways working all across our city, just like this. But this is the first time that two partners have sat at a table, two different industries, to say how can we work together to pipeline our students on to the next level. So this is JCPS, this is our business and industry, Norton and UPS and Valley High School.
I want to be a pediatrician.
Or
go into pediatrics. I don't know.
There is a lot of schooling going on at this table.
And the community and our post-secondary partners, JCTC, U of L, and putting it together to pipeline for us.
You're always getting to learn new experiences, and only being 17, it's really just a great experience, and it's furthering, like what she said, furthering your information, because we've learned so much from our teachers at Valley, and putting that to like real world situations with all these different patients, you're getting to put all of the information you've learned and apply it to real life.
What do you think you want to do?
I want to be an OB/GYN. I want to be a doctor.
Okay.
I'm worried about getting scholarships to pay for college, so I think that if I have this opportunity to get free college, then I would take it and I run with it.
So we would love to give everyone, or at least a lot more students, this opportunity to come and put real work skills into real life scenarios and have the opportunity to ensure your future in healthcare. So thank you both very much. Thank you.
Doss High School now has a fully operational manufacturing center thanks to a partnership with GE Appliances.
We are in Doss High School in our GE Appliances classroom right now. We about to have our grand opening ceremony today.
1, 2, 3.
I don't think anything could show the development of the academies of Louisville more than where we are standing right now.
They provided us with mock assembly line, robotics. We have a virtual reality station where we can have the students do things that we wouldn't want them doing live, like working on electrical panels.
It really speaks to where we've come with the Academies of Louisville initiative. Each and every week it seems like we are doing additional celebrations, ribbon cuttings, about the great partnerships that we have throughout this community.
We're investing in students right here in our hometown to ensure their educational well-being and to ignite their creativity. And trust me, these students have a lot of creativity.
This beautiful lab that we have, it's putting all the learning that we had from our academy, getting that CPT certification, and putting it right in our hands, having that hands-on experience, letting us actually try it out. And in a sense, it gives us those shoes so we can start walking.
This fits with my future goal because I want to be a good engineering with helping people.
Pretty cool, like it's giving me an advantage over people that just goes in and applies.
This work is what I'm passionate about. It's what our school's passionate about. And it's hard for me to listen to our kids and the kids back there and see the impact it has on them, because this is what we're about. And we will see great results and impact from this work in time. And I'm just very, very proud and happy to be the principal at Dawgs High School.
But it's going to help us really a lot, because once we get our certificates, we could go in the field, co-op, and make some money while still being in school too.
Ballard High School correspondent Luke Wright shows us how a book has inspired students to make an impact in our own community.
Some former English as a second language students brought an extraordinary message to some current JCPS students. Ballard High School students were assigned to read I Am Malala, a book about the girl who stood up for education and was shot by the Taliban. This award-winning book about the brave teenager was an inspiration. A collaboration took place to bring the story's message to JCPS students. Former English as a second language teacher, Jackie Thomas, brought some of her former JCPS students to Ballard High School to speak with some of the students. These JCTC students, who actually lived under the Taliban, got to share some of their life experiences and emotional messages to the kids who got the opportunity to interview them.
My name is Jackie Thomas. I'm a retired JCPS ESL teacher. I've been teaching ESL for about 35 years. And my message is that the students that I've worked with that have come from over 40 or 50 different countries, and some of them speak 5 or 6 languages, has been such an amazing experience. In fact, they are my students. I can teach them English, but they teach me about living life, about being resilient, about being patient, about being courageous, and about never giving up. And that's why I brought them here to Ballard High School to talk to some of the students here.
My name is Hussein Marat. My message is stay in school, do your work, stay off the drugs. If you're struggling in class, if you're struggling in school, talk to your teachers, talk to your parents, involve yourself in after-school programs, sports to keep you busy, and just overall just be a good student and be a good role model and just be a good example.
We learned about how some of them are entrepreneurs. We also learned about how some of them has went through tragedies that's like similar to the I Am Malala book. We also talked to them about what their careers are now and what colleges they attend and what majors they taken in for their college education. We also talked to them about what obstacles they came across as far as learning English, and it was kind of like an eye-opener to us taking certain things for granted.
Today, basically, we just asked about their lives and the things that they had to go through, as in like settling down here in the refugee camps that they have been to when they were little. The languages they learned, each of them speak multiple languages, maybe 3 to 6 languages apiece.
The students at today's event said it was eye-opening to hear what teens live through across the globe and their inspirational message. I'm Luke Wright for Our Kids.
A class at Fern Creek High School has created Thoughtful Thursdays. It's developing a culture of empathy.
Whenever you come in, grab as many as you want, and for the first 5 minutes or so, we'll do that. All right?
Last year, a friend of mine died, and it was close to Thanksgiving, and I was, it was really hard. And then the Thursday I got to school, and I just really didn't want to do school that day. So I was like, what can we do instead? And I, told them what happened, and, they were all very supportive and very sweet. Why don't we just write notes to each other? Because you never know where people are, right? You never know if that little note can just make the difference for them that day. So we wrote happy notes, and then it became a thing. So we ended up calling it Thoughtful Thursday because it was alliterative. And then they liked it so much that we ran out of the little cards that we used initially that I got from our youth service center, and so I made more. So instead of coming in and answering a question about content, 5 minutes. I take attendance, I write a note usually, and then students write notes.
My friends have come up and given me big hugs and all that, and almost cried, so it's a huge reaction, really.
You don't need anything. The intent is the message, not the vessel, And I think I just made those little cards because I wanted to, because I wanted them to know how much I valued that time.
It means a lot because you want a teacher who cares about you and cares about what other people feel as well.
I love it. It's very, very good.
We have a lot more stories to come. Stay with us.
Attendance in school is vital to a student's success.
That's why we're taking a bold step and launching our first ever district-wide student attendance campaign, encouraging students to commit to missing no more than 6 days of school this year.
It's unlike anything we've ever done before. Picture pop-up parties, school celebrations, and incentives. We are teaming up with community partners, local businesses, and celebrities to share the message about the importance of attendance.
Every day counts.
JCPS serves over 100,000 students, and with that, a lot of waste is generated.
We need to do our part to recycle because it conserves natural resources, helps the environment, and saves money.
When we recycle, we put less coal and gases into the power plant, which reduces the amount of toxins in the atmosphere.
We are JCPS, and we recycle. Yeah!
Welcome back to Our Kids. I'm Pleasure Ridge Park High School correspondent Edward Smith. Western Day Treatment has a superhero of a teacher. Erica Brooks uses her alter egos to help bond with students.
My name is Erica Brooks, and I am an ECE teacher for Western Day Treatment Program.
Super Duper Cope is back and ready. Get on top of those desks. You know how we do. Let's go.
You got a chance to meet Super Duper Cope, and she comes and does coping skills, and because we are a treatment first, school second, I really wanted to tie in that piece with my students, so you got a chance to meet her.
I feel smart. I feel good.
Erica's awesome. I mean, she's amazing. She has a great passion for what she does. She's always trying to engage the students in various lessons.
95. 100.
Give yourselves a good job, good job. Good job, good job.
As you can see, my class is live with energy. They are part of the Wolf Pack. That is our class name. So we really take part in being with the tribe. And they had their superhero costumes on. So we create these alternate identities to not escape from the past experiences that they've been through, but to bring all those things out, the creativity, the success. And sometimes especially with dealing with kids with trauma, sometimes, they don't really like themselves and they don't really, care about themselves. So we create these characters where they feel like they belong. And so Super Duper Cope helps them do that. And some of them will run around in capes and masks. And so this is just a typical, normal day for us in the classroom. But there are also more characters just in her.
She's the best teacher I've ever had because when I first came here, I didn't know nothing, and she teach me a lot of stuff.
What place value is it in? What place value is it in? The first 6.
She brings in kids who've had a lot of issues or concerns or maybe trauma, past traumas, and she helps to build their self-esteem, to help them feel successful in the classroom. They really, really thrive in her classroom.
My man, nice.
And I had no desire at first to even teach. Like, I was a theater arts major. So I was like, you know what? I want to teach students who struggle. I want the ones who everyone has turned their back on. I want those students. Give me the ones who no one really wants to work with. That's what I want to do with my career. This is where I'm supposed to be, and I felt right at home. And I brought all those pieces from theater to teach into the classroom because it can be used, and it works.
She just has that drive and that passion that you just want everyone to, like, it's contagious, catch on. She's really wonderful and amazing.
I had the chance to talk with a very talented graduate from Pleasure Ridge Park High School who shares his love of art.
Jamel Ford, a name you'll see as the artist behind the 2019 official Kentucky Derby Festival poster, returned to his stomping grounds to speak with PRP staff and inspire other students.
This year, he was awarded the prestige award of being
the Kentucky Derby Festival 2019 poster of this year.
Jamel, who has autism, graduated from the class of 2010, and it was clear when he was at PRP he had a passion for art.
As a high schooler at Pleasure Ridge Park, Ford would set out his paints and create works based on the chip bags and the candy wrappers that he saved from having lunch. So that's kind of how he got started. The bright colors and the logos of the brands, like Laffy Taffy and the Doritos, have always sparked his pop art style.
It kind of inspired me to do this because it's kind of inspiration with logos, pop art, and stuff I do.
And that passion has only been continued through his many paintings that have been sold online.
He is quite famous. I think he's even going to be at the St. James Art Fair this weekend, displaying his works and even selling some of his works. I mean, some of his paintings have gone for $200, $300.
But he's not just sharing his art, he's also sharing inspiration. One of his admirers is already showing the same level of passion in high school.
Yeah, he inspired me to do artwork. Kind of made these artworks, and he made logos. So yeah, I made logos too.
Just another reminder that JCPS serves so many different populations, and that no matter how different we are, that doesn't define the ability of what we can do.
Jamel Ford continues to inspire students at PRP High School. Take a look at what is happening in the art classes.
When I found out that I was creative, I found out that I can do things that people think they can't do, and so I found that out by doing art, that doing art is like a thing for me. I do a lot of drawing, coloring books, arts and crafts. I've done a lot of it, and I didn't even know I can make Hoya pucks, so that's what got my creativity so much art.
Well, it helps me get out my frustrations, helps me not get mad, it makes me happy.
I like to pursue my art, and the type of art I do is abstract art. Abstract art is weird and crazy, and it doesn't, abstract art doesn't have to make sense. It makes me feel happy that I can do art. It makes me feel happy and exciting knowing that my brain is so creative.
I think this whole experience is amazing. My art's amazing. This day is amazing.
Wheatley Elementary students had a chance to get fit and have fun when they were surprised by a pop-up party.
Who's ready for the dance contest?
We are at Wheatley Elementary, JCPS. We're getting fit with Real 93.1, iHeartRadio, working with Kentucky Harvest. We're having a fun recess, basketball, relay races, and then every student gets to take a fruit home, a banana, an apple, orange, whatever they want. If they don't show up to school, they can't do fun stuff like this. This is the day that the kids are never going to forget. They're going to go home and say, our radio station in our own backyard came here and threw this party for us. And that's why I love being a part of JCPS, because the community wants to give back and wants us to have fun at school. Miss Lesson 6.
Every 8th grader from JCPS had the chance to experience JAIA Inspire, an event where students can explore careers.
We have all the major industries and career clusters represented here. These industries represent jobs that are available right here in our own region. Everything from manufacturing to healthcare to the arts to communications, advertising.
You know, it's just really fun to be in the room. There's so much good energy. Everybody's here for the kids and for our future, which being caught up in the day-to-day of work life and getting projects out and things like that, I don't think we think about enough.
You seriously cannot start too early to help a young person understand what the options are. This is a time when they're developing their dreams and they can have a strategy to achieve them.
Stay tuned, we'll be back with more stories about JCPS.
True fact, nearly 1 in 5 children ages 10 to 17 are obese in the state of Kentucky. True fact, if you are overweight as a child, then you most likely will be overweight as an adult.
True fact, the good news is that obesity is preventable. Daily exercise can help fight obesity.
Of all exercises, walking is the best. Walking is so easy to do, and everyone can be successful with walking to help build healthy habits in their lives. In fact, our bodies were built for walking. Walking even helps you to concentrate better, so remember to take care of your body. It's the only one you get.
Hey JCPS, make your feet your friend and get out and walk. Put your best foot forward, JCPS, and walk your way to better health.
JCPS, put foot forward.
Welcome back to Our Kids. I'm Pleasure Ridge Park High School correspondent Edward Smith. Students at the WEB Du Bois Academy prepared breakfast for visiting service members. It was a chance for them to show their appreciation for the armed forces.
Do I mean 2 o'clock in the morning or do I mean 2 o'clock in the afternoon? Right, you wouldn't know. So in the military, we gotta be quick, we gotta know exactly what we're talking about. So when I say 02, I mean 02 in the morning. When I say 1400, that means 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
We are at the WEB Du Bois Academy.
And all we do is look for bombs and dig them up and get them out of the way.
Why do they call it basic training if, like, it's not that basic?
The Army, pretty much anything you can think of in the civilian world, we have in the Army.
Thank you.
We're cooking omelets today for our veterans. We're making omelets for the veterans and other foods.
The last 2 weeks we've been preparing to cook omelets for y'all, so hopefully they're good.
This makes me feel proud that I'm cooking for other people outside of my family. Pepper, onions, sausage, ham, and cheese.
Let's go with ham, cheese, green pepper, and onion.
Let's go a little more pepper, a little more.
We did the French toast, we did pancakes, did we just do? Yeah.
I really like my passion class, Chef Neat. She is a good chef. Miss Kathy, Chef Lindsay, and they're really good, and they really help us, and they really make me know more about cooking, and they're giving me life skill knowledge as well.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you. It's our pleasure.
When I first started cooking class, I've never made an omelet, but I've him who helped me make an omelet. But first, he told me to crack the eggs. What is it called? Beat it? Or beat it to get air stuck into it for it can get more fluffy.
Thank you.
On a ship larger than 65 feet and for at least 5 years, meaning 5 years away from my family.
Feels fun cooking for people who actually served for the country and for they can have a good meal to eat.
It is so important because they protect us. We don't know what's going on out there, and they really make us safe so we don't have to worry about, oh, am I going to be in danger tomorrow? But because they help us, then we need to honor them for that.
Violins of Hope made a special visit to Atherton High School. The violins survived the Holocaust, and their stories continue to resonate.
We're at Atherton High School, and this morning we listened to the Violins of Hope program.
When we talk usually about the Holocaust, we talk about numbers that nobody understands. But when you break it down to individual stories and people, and you can tell where they were and when, it makes it a little bit easier to understand. We have about 82 instruments today, including 1 viola and 1 cello. Some of them we have a very detailed history, some unfortunately we don't, because we don't have a testimony and we don't have the owners to say what happened and where. We can't really know. But after the war, when people heard about all the atrocities the Nazis did, it was a very strong band in Israel on everything German. People forget history, and if they forget history, they forget the mistakes done in history. And if they forget the mistakes, they might do the mistakes again.
It was very touching. You know, I've taken a couple classes on this subject, and music's always been a big part of my life, so hearing some of the music that was in it was just very, I just felt in the music. All of the stories, I believe, need to be told, and it's so hard to get all of them, but it's hard to sort of put it into words on how important those small stories are.
Music brought hope to people. Music brought sorrow because some of them had to play during executions. Music saved their lives, and music also tortured them. I hope they learn that there are lots of ways to solve a conflict. And the problem is that we all know where hate starts, but we never know where it ends.
We have a special treat for you this month. Enjoy the musical talents of our JCPS students from Male and Ballard High Schools, as well as from Western Middle School for the Arts.
Signs still delivered are yours. Here I am, baby. Signs still delivered are yours. I've done a lot of foolish things that I really didn't mean. Hey, hey, yeah, didn't I? Oh, baby. Been a lot of things in this world. When I touched them, they did nothing go. Ooh, baby. Let it be. Whisper words of wisdom. Let it be. 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 Whisper words of wisdom. Let it be.
Thanks for watching our show. You can catch entire episodes on our YouTube channel. Until next time, keep supporting our kids.